The sun will consume the Earth. When all the hydrogen has been burned, the sun will continue for about 130 million more years, burning helium, during which time it will expand to the point that it will engulf Mercury and Venus and the Earth. At this stage it will have become a red giant. After its red giant phase, the sun will collapse, retaining its enormous mass, but containing the approximate volume of our planet. When this happens, it will be called a white dwarf. Mercury is the most cratered planet in the solar system. Unlike many other planets which self-heal through natural geological processes, the surface of Mercury is covered in craters. These are caused by numerous encounters with asteroids and comets. Most Mercurian craters are named after famous writers and artists. Any crater larger than 250 kilometers in diameter is referred to as a basin. The Caloris Basin is the largest impact crater on Mercury, covering approximately 1,550 kilometers in diameter, and was discovered in 1974 by the Mariner 10 probe. In 2006, the Venus Express spacecraft was sent into orbit around Venus by the European Space Agency, and sent back information about the planet. More than 1,000 volcanoes or volcanic centers larger than 20 kilometers have been found on the surface of Venus. Earth used to be purple. Life on early Earth may have been just as purple as it is green today. Ancient microbes might have used a molecule other than chlorophyll to harness the sun's rays, one that gave the organisms a violet hue. Scientists think chlorophyll appeared after another light-sensitive molecule called retinol was already present on early Earth. Retinol, today found in the plum-colored membrane of a photosynthetic microbe called halobacteria, absorbs green light and reflects back red and violet light, the combination of which appears purple. The dark side of the moon is a myth. In reality, both sides of the moon see the same amount of sunlight, however only one face of the moon is ever seen from Earth. This is because the moon rotates around on its own axis in exactly the same time it takes to orbit the Earth, meaning the same side is always facing the Earth. The side facing away from Earth has only been seen by the human eye from spacecraft. Mars has the largest dust storms in the solar system. They cover the entire planet and can last for months. The seasons are extreme because its elliptical oval-shaped orbital path around the Sun is more elongated than most other planets in the solar system. The Great Red Spot. The Great Red Spot is a huge storm on Jupiter, visible in the southern hemisphere. Amazingly, this storm has raged for centuries and is 25,000 kilometers across, that is big enough to hold 3 Earths. While all the gas giants in our solar system have rings, none of them are as extensive or distinctive as Saturn's. Saturn's rings are made up of billions of particles that range in size from tiny dust grains to objects as large as mountains. These are made up of chunks of ice and rock, believed to have come from asteroids, comets, or even moons, that broke apart before they reached the planet. Unlike the other planets of the solar system, Uranus is tilted so far that it essentially orbits the Sun on its side, with the axis of its spin nearly pointing at the star. This unusual orientation might be due to a collision with a planet-sized body, or several small bodies, soon after it was formed. The magnetic field of Neptune is 27 times greater than that of Earth. Compared with the rotation axis of Neptune, its magnetic poles are tipped by around 47 degrees. This simply means that every time the planet completes one rotation, the magnetic field swings wildly.